for the doctors, you all that like to fondle your patients. You know what I mean? You hear the person under and you like fondling your patients. Get what I'm saying? Or if they not even under, you fondling your patients and they scared to even talk up because they think they won't win. This is for you. Okay? This is for you. So if you can't like use your hands for the right reasons when you dealing with a patient, you don't need to have your hands on them. How about that? Okay, so let's just see for you doctors that want to do the wrong things, right? Because I was in a room before with a doctor back then. I want to tell a little of my story. She is a female. She wouldn't get out so I could change my clothes. So I had to put my clothes on in front of her because she wouldn't get out. She told me she wasn't leaving, and you aren't supposed to do that. They're supposed to step out. So when the nurse came in, because that was some new doctor. I never even laid eyes on that lady before. But the regular nurse came in. I forgot her name. She came in and she looked and she thought it was strange because I'm over there trying to put my clothes on and she looked at me and looked at the doctor because I guess she wanted to know, well, what's going on? Because the doctor's supposed to get out where you put your clothes on. They're supposed to step out while you change, step out while you change again. And I was kind of forced to just put my clothes on, so I kept trying to have the gown in front of me while I'm slipping my clothes on in back of the gown. That's what I was doing, you know. So it felt really uncomfortable. I didn't want that lady anymore. She already kind of looked like she could have been a gay lady. I don't have a problem with people who are gay or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, you know, that was kind of strange for her to tell me she wasn't leaving out. What kind of stuff is that? So we have like doctors that got all kind of stuff going on with them. And you can't disrespect your patients. You know, so let's just see. Okay, Lord. 6 jumping on. I'm going to take 6. My chair squeaking, bear with me a little bit. I hear 5. Okay, 5, where are you? Let's see. So I got 5 and I got 6. That's 56, 65. So we got, this is May, right? May 6 is gone, though. Okay, let's just flow. Abuse cards, when you're being abused. Then you are being abused when the doctor said they won't get out, like the doctor told me she wasn't getting out. She said, I'm not going. She said, I'm not leaving. You might as well get dressed or something. So I just had my hospital gown in front and I'm trying to slip my clothes on underneath. You know, it's kind of on the crazy side, but I was just looking. I didn't want that lady anymore. I didn't tell her that, but then my mom was saying, I don't want her anymore. You know, it was kind of strange. Okay, so let's just flow. So this is for any doctors that's fondling and touching on your patients and being inappropriate with your patients. You're going to pay too, spiritually. So here we go. You wanted to be sincere and secure, or you was sincere and secure, because you was jet set and having fun. It was juicy, touching on your patients, right? But God says that you need to play ball with your life in the best ways and make the necessary changes. That means keep your hands off your patients, right? Because your patient's starting to see things clearly now. Here we go again with it, because your patient was trying to avoid you strip searching. This usually means taking off the clothes and robbing, but maybe some kind of way you wanted to put more money on. Get what I'm saying? Tap more money on so they go along with you. Get what it's saying? Because this means taking off the clothes. But patients usually take their own clothes off. So I feel like maybe you was asking for more money. So they went along with you because you was asking for more money. So they tried to avoid that. Healthy means loving the self first. So your patients needed to learn learn to love the person's self first. And now your patient is going to start to love his or herself first and say, I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. So we have right here with this one, you treated your patient like a twig on a tree. You was talking from a car. You decide you want to wash your hands on your patient, African American. Okay, it says right here that your patient was groggy, right? But your patient needs to plant a vision. That means get a new doctor in this storyline because you was the kinkster. and you wanted to supersize. Follow me? So it says right here, you wanted to get a pocket full at the fairground at work. Okay, so it says right here that do not lower your standards. Your patient shouldn't have lowered your patient's standards dealing with you. Relations to not wanting your patient as a woman, right? So this card right here, you didn't want your patient as a woman. You just wanted to touch all over your patient because you probably had somebody home. So it was some kind of words that you threw out to your patient where your patient felt some kind of defeat. Let's flow. Okay, let's just flow with whoever you are, doctor. Oh my goodness, look at this card. You're going to get in trouble though. I love to see this card. Look, you committed a senseless act and you're going to boo-hoo. You're going to pay because they're going to talk. And they need to talk. You charging more money probably. So they feel they have to do what you say because they don't have the money. Get what I'm saying? I got to let you feel all over me because I don't have enough money, or you raising the price or whatever it is. Anything like that with your patient. And that's terrible when you think about it. It's bad. Okay, you talking to somebody from a car, your patient, or your patient you, or somebody's talking to your patient, start spinning. Okay, it says right here that was repercussions for your patient, or repercussions for you, right? Because your patient turned the tables around on you and told on you or anything like that. Because your patient wanted to avoid you strip searching. Right? You was getting more money out your patient or raising the price of whatever you was doing so your patient allowed you to do whatever. Get what I'm saying? Anything like that. But your patient now is ready for a healthy way of loving, knowing you should not be touching all over her. Because I'm talking about a female. And healthy means to love herself first. Because you was jet set and having a good time feeling and fondling your patient, and it was juicy. Because you wanted to treat your patient like a twig on a tree. Just touch on your patient every time your patient come in and just throw your patient aside. Your patient was doing some kind of thinking here. All in the feelings. Your patient was all in your patient's feelings about this thing. Right? Because you was a pill pusher. You, doctor, right? So maybe your patient was getting pills from you, or you was giving your patient pills to do it, or whatever was going on. Let me touch you. I give you pills, or whatever was going on. Or you just was the doctor, and you was a pill pusher, so you called a pill pusher because you're a doctor, anything like that. Okay, let's just flow. Well, you know the patient was a person on drugs or what was going on. Patient was groggy, needed a plan, a new vision. That is, get a new doctor. Okay, you washed your hands on an African American. Your patient was African American. It says right here you wanted to supersize and really be that kinkster, right? So it says right here, your patient shouldn't have lowered your patient's standards, though. Because you really didn't want your patient as a woman. You just want to feel all over your patient when you got ready. Good and ready, because you probably had a wife. Okay, you had some choice words for your patient, right? And your patient felt some kind of defeat. But God says if your patient had burdens, your patient needed to do things the right way and stop letting you touch and feel all over your patient. I see the murder card in here, so I don't know what's going on. Let's just flow the murder card. We're talking about the doctor. Why the murder card in here? Oh my goodness, it's getting bad. Okay, you could have murdered the relationship, but let's just flow. Somebody might kill someone because I see the boo-hoo and the senseless act, right? So it says right here, jacking up. Either your patient jacked you up or you jacked your patient up like this or for money. Follow me. But your patient needed to start loving your patient's self because it says that your patient was around a group of people with idiot ways of thinking. Follow me? So that could be if your patient was on drugs. It was like people the person was on drugs with, or I see the big boys. That could be drug dealers. Let's just flow for a minute. Let's just flow. Okay, let's flow for a minute here. Let's see. Pocket full at the fairgrounds. Just trying to make a pocket full at the fairgrounds. Trying to make trying to make money. Maybe your patient got you jacked up. Maybe the patient turned the tables on you. I don't know. Let's just flow. Let me see for a minute. But I see the turn the tables, but maybe the patient turned the tables on you. Let me just say it all over and then maybe I can get it. Okay, it says that you had to enjoy the life that God continues to give you the patient, because tension brewed between you and this patient. Because you feeling and touching and all, maybe giving the patient pills. If they touch all over you or things like that, they felt they was obligated because you was raising the price or they ain't had the money. They wanted a checkmate with you for a peace treaty. Okay, you had full range submission over this patient. Docile. So it says right here that you was educated, but you treated your patient like a fool when you was a jackal. Right? It says right here you was worried about your patient's sex life. Where your patient is saying, why are you worrying about my sex life? Because you say you mean to please, doing whatever to your patient. Okay, do it matter? It says, do it matter all the facts about this situation or about having faith? If you're a person that's dealing with religion. See the murder card again. It keeps coming up. I don't know. Let's flow. Something bad might have happened. Let's flow. Or gonna happen. Follow me with a doctor and a patient. Okay, you scaling things out for a rosy summer or this patient. Okay, your patient wanted to deviate from the conquest deal and get out of this with you getting pills from you or whatever. So it says right here that believe what you wish. I'm making a change. Maybe your patient say I'm making a change. I don't want it no more. I don't want it. I don't want to be involved. I don't want you doing this to me. I'm getting another doctor, whatever the patient might be saying. Okay, your patient was going to make arrangements to get out of that camp. Get what I'm saying? Get another doctor, not come to your office no more, anything like that. Whoa, so it says right here that we got the doctor. I got to make this the doctor. Wanted his cup filled. Wanted time, romance, or money. Follow me? The next card is this one, I think. So it was time to move on for the patient to chalk this up, being with this doctor. So we have right here the patient. She looking for her money and her keys to serve her and just go about her business because she want to be secure and she going to be sincere about being secure and getting away from this thing because God told her no, strike that. That's not the right card. No mistake. It was a carbon copy of what she went through over and over with this person. It was an S show. Keep going through the same thing with this doctor. Right? So it says fear took her there. Right? Hold on to the thought that fear took her there to let this doctor feel all over her and do what he did to her because she didn't have enough money because he was giving her pills or whatever it is. Maybe she was on drugs or maybe she needed a medicine refill and she just didn't have the money, so she allowed him to feel all over her or whatever he did. Get what he's saying, right? But she getting out of it. She won out. She dealing with the big boys. Number one, big boys is law enforcement, FBI, drug dealers, and goes down the line, pastors on down to doctors or whoever. So her big boy in here would be the doctor, drug dealer, because the doctor is the biggest drug dealer I can see. Right, because they got all kind of drugs in their possession, right? So we got right here that she's dealing with the drug dealer, right here, the doctor, right? Giving her pills, right? She has an antelope. She couldn't do nothing with this man. Follow me? So it says right here, she's looking on the floor for something. On the ground, whatever it was. She asked God, show her the way. She needed strength. Something dropped, evidently. So it says right here that she had to go on and he was going to go on and grow his business full force, right? As far as probably like having people come in and give them pills and stuff like that and have his way. Or we got 4 2 times. 4 2 folds right there. Okay, or was he giving her pills to go sell? Let's hold for a minute. She's wanted out though. I wonder, was he giving her pills? Maybe he was giving her pills to sell. It's taking it another way now. Was he giving her pills to sell, Lord? Now, let me see something. Let me just take a peek. I usually don't do that, but let me just take a peek. I don't see no money. I don't see money nowhere. I don't see money nowhere. I don't see no money, so I don't see money, so maybe he wasn't. But it's saying the business, see what I mean? By the business coming up, it make me think that maybe he gave her pills to sell because she wanted to get out. This card right here, the business card. See, full force, growing the business full force. He is going to grow his business full force, or he might have gave her pills to sell full force because he's a drug dealer. Want her to sell pills for him or anything like that, maybe. Let's just float for a minute. Maybe here's a kinkster over here, but he wanted to supersize. Get what the card's saying. He might wanted to supersize. Follow me? Because he really was a pill pusher. Remember, he's a doctor. Follow me? Whatever his name is. Maybe he is catering to her in the summer or whatever. Or he want her to cater to him or anything like that. Maybe to go full force. Grow the business. Sell pills outside of the hospital or anything like that. Okay, he want her to promise maybe. It's time for her to act. For her to what? Sell the pills for him or anything like that. Help him grow his business, selling pills, being a drug dealer. Get what I'm saying? Anything like that. Her path though, this lady path is to teach children. She would be good, God says. That's the path to teach children, not be and sell pills for this person, if that's what he wants. Okay, so it says right here that we got the thesis, a real thesis, the Bible. Look at the Bible, page 401, page 14, page 104, page 1, page 4, page 41, page 14. Anything like that? Or page 140. Anything like that? Or it could be paperwork from the doctor's office, police station, or whatever, court or anything. So we here right here. She see it clear as possible. Here we go again with it. It's an S show. Something repeated. Him wanting to touch on her and give her pills because she don't have money to pay for her treatment, or he wanting her to sell pills and she's selling pills on the outside. Anything like that. This lady. Whoa. Okay. He gonna be boo-hooing, or she gonna be boo-hooing. One of them gonna be boo-hooing here. Follow me? Because they committed a senseless act. One of them. Right now I'm kind of stuck on. Because it says she had to play ball with her life in the best ways, the lady. Follow me? And make the necessary changes in her life, right? Because somebody wanted to be like it was before the relationship was murdered over here with her and her doctor. Or before somebody got murdered in general. Because somebody committed a senseless act. So I don't see no violence around them. Let me just hold for a minute. So I can just keep it at, the relationship to be like it was before it got murdered. Senseless act. Here we go again with it. See it clear as possible. Committed a senseless act. Play ball with your life in the best ways. Yeah, because this would have been so you got the doctor who taking advantage of your patients. So it could be where your patient don't have enough money to pay for her medicine, so you giving her some medicine for free, but she had to let you feel all over her and things like that, or whatever's going on, right? But then also you having it where she had to sell pills on the outside for you too. But some kind of way she gonna get herself in trouble. Or you are, one or the other. Because we got the murdered card. Things would be like it was before somebody was murdered. But I don't see no violence. So I see the senseless act, but I still don't see a bunch of violence around it. So I feel like the relationship was murdered between the doctor and the person. Here we go again with it. See things clear as possible. You want to read the Bible. Time to act. This person wants to grow this person's business full force and probably wants you to help sell pills on the outside of the hospital, to be a drug dealer, because he is a drug dealer. Anything like that. Fear took you there to go along with what he said because you needed pills or whatever as far as your treatment, so you went along with what he said. Something like that. You want to secure yourself and be sincere about having what you need to take for your health maybe, and you went along with it. But you wanted to chalk it up as a loss and move on with your life. But you was going to be catering to him this summer coming up, or last summer, or whatever season. Because he wanted his cup filled. Time romance or money. He wanted to be a Kingston. He a Kingston. So he wanted to supersize. So he wanted to go on the outside. He wanted to take it on the outside. Probably wanted you to help sell some pills for him on the outside, anything like that. Giving you some medicine and stuff for free. But you had to let him have his way with you though too. Also, like you sell some pills on the outside, he'll let you have some, some treatment for free or whatever, or some kind of deal here. Jacking you up for money. Or jacking you up, period. But you need to learn to love yourself. Yeah. So we're gonna that's what the doctor, like, not treating a person like the person deserves to be treated. Everybody can abuse their power. Everybody who's in positions. That's not good to do that. God gonna deal with this doctor though. God gonna deal with this doctor. Abusing power. Okay, let's just flow. Is this it for yeah. Okay. Just the brass I want.